Battle rap just killed itself. What's up, words? Your boy Charles Brown back again talking facts. Hit that like button, hit that subscribe, hit that notification bell. Keep sending those Cashaps to CLBMG. Join that membership, and all you buying that merch down below. Gang, listen. So, as a fan, it is getting more and more difficult to support battle rap the way it exists right now. We just saw a battle devolve into a complete spectacle of nonsense, and a melee ensued, and people had to leave the venue early. It is a complete mess. We've seen battle rap hit the bottom of the barrel right now in 2025. The Eazy the Block Captain versus Cassidy was billed as one of the biggest battles we would see for a very long time. I believe nothing matched the promo and the actual level of excitement of any rap battle this year. We saw Hitman Holla and some other stuff, but none of them came to this level after Cassidy started this promotion about Eazy the Block Captain was from Pottsville, Pennsylvania. He was not from Philly, and everything about him was a fraud. It was a master class in promotion. It was a master class in drumming up excitement and making people want to buy tickets. The building, I heard, was packed. It was wall-to-wall people, including the entourages. It was a ton of madness going on, and what ended up happening was what was expected. Too much testosterone, too much ego, way too much to prove, way too much masculinity on the line. Battle rap, this era of battle rap has reached a climax. It is cooked, and it will never, ever be a good situation again. These guys are way too sensitive. They have way too much animosity towards each other to maintain a professional environment. I'm just going to be honest. Think about it from a fan's point of view. A fan paid money. Some people came from out of town, probably got hotels, this, that, and the third, to an event that's, let's just be honest, it low-key could get dangerous. You could be going there risking your well-being, risking your life, risking your health. They did it anyway. They went to Philly to a venue that's supposed to be safe, but it might not be. But they wanted to see this battle. You get there. Apparently, it is a shit show. I'm just going to be honest. I did my research. Salute the Takeover Battle League. Nothing against Takeover. Nothing against any of these leagues, gang. But what we're getting to a point where if you can't promote a show that is going to start and end on time, and it's going to start and end in a victor, and it's going to have the fans getting what they want, no moving into other locations, no running out of time, no issues with the mics. We're still having these issues with these mics in 2025, gang. Allegedly, the venue had an issue with the mic that was so bad, they needed to run out and get new mics. They needed to stop the event for over an hour to deal with the mics. Gang, we're having this issue in 2025, for God's sakes. For God's sakes. It seems that this battle stuff is worth so much money. You're paying these guys from anywhere from 30K to allegedly 200K. Allegedly, Cassidy gets 200K. I've heard some accounts. And you don't have extra mics? It is getting ridiculous. Battle rap needs to die. I'm just going to be honest. Until you guys can fix these problems where two guys can promote a show for 2-3 months and then get in the ring and say, "Don't touch me, bro," and the fight breaks out and it's over. Gang, I need you to understand what's happening. People are paying. They are excited for these events, and you can't guarantee that it's going to finish. The event collapsed before round 2 even finished. You have let's talk about the sport itself, right? And I got a list of the greatest like battle rappers. They've done this. They've done well. You've served your time to build this league. These guys: Loaded Lux, Disaster, Charlie Clips, Daylight, Hitman Holla, Hollow the Don, Murder Mook, Sue Surf, Conceited, Cassidy, Goods, Tay Rock, on and on and on, right? These guys, and my guy who used to be called, they used to call him a pimp. I can't remember his name, but I really used to like that guy till they started saying he really was a complete liar, but I used to like that guy, right? I'm just going to be honest. He was one of the best battlers in battle rap, but I can't remember his name. But these guys have worked hard to build this scene for what it is. I remember when they used to battle over beats, right? Used to battle, you would put a beat on. I know a couple of my contemporaries, they stopped watching battle raps because they stopped using beats, right? But for the rest of us who move forward with the times, used to rap over beats. Now they don't rap over beats. Now the cadence is different. Everything is different about battle rap, and we rocked with it. We even got through the phase of everything was about shotguns and Glocks and all that stuff. We even got past that phase. Now, actually, you got to actually have some content, right? But battle rap right now, in its form right now, has morphed into an ego-driven. It is 100% your entire life is on the line. People are paying people for dirt on you. It's not about your rhymes anymore. It's about, are you on welfare? Is your girl on welfare? Is your dad a snitch? Is your man a snitch? It is to the point, it is so steep into what this guy has done in his entire life. How many flaws? Is he sleeping with Remy Ma? It is getting to the point, it ain't even, the battles aren't even lyrical skill sets anymore. They are complete trashes of human beings just trying to lay somebody as low as you can go. And I get it. That's what a battle is. But on the flip side of that, the battler on the other side of that coin don't want to be looked at with his flaws. So his, by all means necessary, he has to defend, deflect, and come back with even worse angles on the guy that's across from him. It's to the point that it gets so negative and so, I don't know, demoralizing that it's almost impossible to walk away from a battle feeling any sort of goodness or positivity whatsoever. When you see these guys shake at the end, that's some Viking shit. Like, gang, we just fought our tooth and nail. We finished the battle. Believe it or not, that is a thing that they don't know if it's going to finish, right? We finished it. We will get our checks, this, that, and the third. But when you really pay attention to battle rap, right? I'm not going to sit here and lie to you and make it like I watch every battle. I'm plugged in to every single battle rap that happens and the up and coming guys, this and that. But I've been watching battle rap for a long time, gang. And something that remains true to me, when you peel back the layers of these battles and what's going on in these situations, you always find several issues that have come to a head. One of the issues is leagues and what the leagues is willing to pay you. Right? That's always going to be an issue. I don't know how they gauge these things fairly, but this guy gets more than that guy for what? For one reason or the third. Then the guy who's getting less inevitably comes out to complain about the pay. He's not complaining about the battle. He's not complaining about his opponent. He's complaining about how the league is dissing him and he had the league on his back. Insert your feelings, gang. Every single one of these battlers complains about the league. Insert the name of the league, the battler will complain about it. Even the battle rap driven leagues. Like when a battle rapper decides, like Eazy did, or like Remy Ma, or somebody decides, I'm going to make my own league. Even those leagues have issues with pay, because the pay, you can only get but so much out of this stuff. You get paid for the pay-per-view, right? You get paid for at the venue, and you get paid from the YouTube clicks and views and this, that, and the third. All of that comes into play. Now, what the Battle League is going to want to do, they're going to want to keep them YouTube clicks for their self, because they may have took a loss on your battle. After they paid him and paid her and paid the venue, they may have took a loss. So they want those YouTube view numbers. They want that money for themselves. When the battlers start to get like, well, why don't we get some of that money too? It's a whole thing. So you're going in, gang, some of these guys, this is their career, and they're going into work disgruntled at the boss from day one. They're already pissed off about what they're getting paid. Then you get the guys like Cassidy that ain't going to budge until you offer him a certain dollar amount. So then what's he got to do? He got to bring in those numbers that he's automatically getting. So Cassidy has mastered the art of promoting in a certain way, right? So what we have now is the leagues are responsible for paying you, and the artists are responsible for promoting. So now you got another thing where some artists don't know how to promote, but they want to get paid anyway. It's like the DJ that says, I don't promote, right? These DJs went on a mission over the last 10 years where you're not paying me to promote, you're paying me to play records, right? So some of these battlers don't want to promote, right? This, that, and the third. So you got a guy like Cassidy doing extra promotion. So what is he doing? Resorting to tactics. And these tactics that they're very good. Let's just be honest. It got everybody worked up about this battle with Eazy the Black Captain, and they were wondering what Eazy was going to say to the accusations that you're repping Philly for years, but you ain't from Philly. You from Pottsville, wherever that is, right? So Eazy was on the clock to defend his honor of working for Pottsville. It was a masterful promotion. Cassidy even had me looking up and down about this battle and what's going to happen, this, that, and the third, right? But it's almost like when you get a high anticipation for these battles, a lot of times you get disappointed. It's like Floyd Mayweather fights. I would never pay for another Floyd Mayweather fight, and gang, I would never pay for a rap battle. I'm going to be honest. You're going to laugh. I can take it. I can take it, gang. I get it. You're going to laugh, and I understand it. But I'm here to be honest, right? The last rap battle I paid for, gang, please prepare yourself. But I paid for Hollow the Don and Joe Budden, right? And after I saw the Hollow the Don and Joe Budden fiasco, I said, you will never get me to pay for another battle, okay? And I know I'm going way back with that, and you guys are like, bro, are you serious? Yes, yes, that was the last battle. I was like, you would never get me again. But we are at a point where the fans have gotten to a point, especially with this battle, with all this hype. With this battle ending in a almost fight, right? I don't know if you guys know what happened with this thing where Cassidy was saying, you're spitting on me. So you spitting when you talk or when you're rapping, da-da-da. This guy, Eazy, is like, I don't care. I get spit on when I'm getting battled. It don't matter if someone's spitting on you, but it got to a point where Cassidy was like, back up, right? So Eazy was like, don't touch me, bro. Don't tell me to back up. This ain't that. Right? So they already don't like each other. They on edge. They've been saying some heinous shit about each other, and it came to a head. This is really two guys' egos are out of control. They don't like each other. Everything is on the line. Gang, you're telling this guy, you're not from Philly. You're a cornball, and you don't belong here. We don't believe you. You went to Pottsville at high school, all this stuff. So it really got really angry. So the thing turned into a don't touch me. Now, this is a professional battle. We are being paid to be here. I've seen rappers touch dudes' hats. I've seen rappers pull dudes' shirts. I've seen rappers put their hand on dudes' chest. I've seen rappers get touched since I've been watching battle rap. When did that happen where you can't be touched? Right? And when did it happen that don't spit on me, back up? So right there, we're talking about two professional battlers not able to maneuver and handle things that happen in every single solitary battle. I've seen dudes go up to a dude, put his finger in his face and do this and that. And this one, you're like, get your finger on my face. It became a debacle of unprofessionalism. And this is where we're at now, where a battler can override the professionalism and the money that he's being paid to be there. Eazy the Black Captain has his own battle league. He knows what happens when the battles don't finish. Refunds are given out, allegedly, right? So he knows that if he blows this whole thing up, now in his defense, he's claiming that Cassidy knew after round one that he was going to lose. So Cassidy intentionally stirred this up so the battle would get canceled so he wouldn't lose. I don't know why any battler would do that, because you're risking your back end, if I'm not mistaken. I'm not sure if they pay these guys before they walk onto the stage or after, but you're risking some form of backlash where you might not get booked again, or the fans might get a refund, whatever the case may be. I don't know why a battler would risk losing out on finishing a battle, win or lose. You're a gladiator. You're going to think my second and third rounds is going to beat him, even if I'm losing now. So I don't know if I understand or believe that that's what Cassidy really was doing, according to Eazy the Black Captain, but there's a lot of back and forth. End of the day, I saw Cortez. I watched his video. He said his battle didn't take place because they had to move the venue because they ran out of time. They messed up with the microphones, and they had to go run out and get new mics and this, that, and the third. So his battle got moved to some grimy ass location in the middle of nowhere where they was just outside trying to battle, right? Eazy the Black Captain claims that he was ready to battle Cassidy at this second location, but Cassidy said no. Cassidy claims Eazy said no. End of the day, you guys are professional battlers. You've been battling, according to you, I think Eazy said 10 years. Cassidy been doing 20. So ain't nowhere in the world we need a second location for a battle that you guys know goddamn well. This is a showmanship. This is an entertainment force of this is what you've created. You're supposed to be able to move within it, negotiate all of these ego-driven idiosyncrasies that you guys are cooking up. Don't touch me, move back, all this shit. That is garbage. That is somebody who understands the game but doesn't care. You're so mad, this, that, and the third. And this is where battle rap right now, for this to survive, gang, I'm just going to be honest, you guys got to kill it, rebuild it, restart it. First and foremost, I'm going to say this, and I know it looks exciting, but why are 100 niggas on the stage? You guys got to do some, you got to do some explaining, gang. Y'all got to figure this shit out. I'm going to be honest. I don't want to see none of this shit no more. I've been watching several battles this year, and I watched the Murder Mook, right? It hit, man, how I watched it. The simple fact of the matter is that entourage ain't battling. And if they're not there for the battle, they're going to cause problems. You saw how quickly this thing escalated with Cassidy and Eazy. That was most of the entourages. These two dudes, they started this, that, and the third, but the entourage going to finish it 100%. So where we're at right now is we got to decide, is this a boxing match? Because what we got to understand, this is mano v mano. This guy versus that guy, not the entourage versus the entourage. If y'all really going to take this shit serious, I'm just going to be honest. And I know this going to sound corny as fuck, but these niggas need to be in a ring, and he's here and he's there, and that's the fucking it. That's it. And you guys are killing this shit. This shit is, it gotta change. It gotta change, because when we watch a heavyweight fight, it's one man and a ref. We watch a middleweight, welterweight, whatever. One man and a ref. What usually happens when chaos break out? When those entourages rush that ring, then chaos break out. You can't have these fights like this. It can't happen. It shouldn't happen, and people need to stop paying for it when it does happen. You can't go to no rap show when there's a whole bunch of guys up on the stage. You can't even see Wu-Tang and it's 50 niggas up there. It looks terrible. We've been saying this for 15 years. Stop having all these guys on the stage, right? We've been saying this for 15, standing around. They're not part of the event. They just bob it a little bit. They may be drinking. They may be smoking. They're not doing shit to add to the show, right? If you pay big money to go see Taylor Swift or Kendrick or something like that, and it's 80 motherfuckers just standing there looking around, you'd be like, what kind of shit is this? But that's what battle rap does. Battle rap, this guy, and I'm gonna chalk it up to ego. He's worried about something happening to him. So he got his mans there to hype him up. Y'all gotta fix this problem. That's the first problem you gotta fix. I know some of you guys are gonna be like, Charles, you tripping. We need the entourage. No, you really don't. Then you get into conversations of, well, Cassidy didn't support this guy, but he was supporting Cassidy. Why didn't Cassidy come and rock with him? Now we're starting to make it where who was behind him? Who was it? That's starting to become part of the battle strategy. I've seen 2 or 3 battles recently where they started saying, this guy wasn't behind you when you battled. It's getting dumb, gang. It's getting dumb. Battle rap is in a sad place right now. I know some people not gonna say this shit, but I'm gonna say it. Right? I've been watching battle rap for a long time. Like I said, I'm not the biggest fan, right? I'm not a guy that's all locked in with stats and demographics and where this guy was from and that and what happened to every battle, but I do tap in. And as a fan that taps in, it's looking really crazy right now, gang. One of the things y'all got to do is fix this entourage shit. The second thing you got to do is always a technical difficulty with the mics. This guy got his mic like this. Yo, fix my mic. And then everybody started yelling, fix his mic, yo, fix his mic. We still doing this shit in 2025. Then you got these guys, they so eager to act like the guy isn't talking to them. Right? So you got to look away. You're mumbling your rap. You're this, that, and the third. You're hyping up your entourage. You're clowning him. It's like, gang, we're getting to a point where it's almost unbearable to watch these guys because the other guy is trying so desperately not to respect his opponent. And I get it. You don't got to respect your opponent. But what I'm saying is this. You don't got to show the crowd that you don't respect your opponent. It's getting to the point where the crowd is feeding off the energy of the two artists. And if the two artists are being disrespectful, then the crowd get disrespectful. And that's the other thing. We got a thing where the crowd is being asked to make the battle or break the battle. Their reactions are saying if the battle is good or not. It's becoming to the point, and if they can't hear you, then their reaction's not going to be there. But the simple fact of the matter is we're not getting pure bars. Now it's theatrics, which is whatever. That's a part of battle rap. But the battle rap is becoming now, did the crowd react a certain way? Stuff looks different on video than it does when you're in the venue. I don't know what to do about this situation where artists, if they don't get the same reaction, then their intensity goes down. Which that's part of the plan, that's part of the program. But at the same time, they got to figure out, because part of that reaction is coming from the other guy's entourage. And so when they're quiet on your bars, and the third, we got to figure it out where these two guys are just, I'm fighting you. I'm not fighting your entourage. I'm not fighting the crowd. I need to fight you. And I need to make this clear that we're going to go just off of the words that are being said, not because the crowd didn't or did react in a certain way. And I get it. That keeps it going. But at the same time, how many times we're like, yo, quiet down, shut up, yo, quiet down. It's all night. We don't, I don't know what kind of rules you're telling these people before it starts, but it feels like, let's just be honest, it feels like the league owners want that chaos. They want the crowd to be hyped, because then it feels like a real battle event. If you're not like, if you don't got Don DeMarco, like if you don't got all the stuff that come with the best battles in history, if you don't got all the crowd noise, the kind of chaotic energy, I feel like if you don't have that, then it's not a real battle. So they kind of want that edge in the room where you can't really control the crowd. You don't know what's going to happen next. They kind of want that. They're kind of pushing for that. But at the same time, that's ruining the shit, because I want to hear what these guys saying. The guy got to start over 3 times. Yo, your mom came in a red. Hold up. Let me cook. I'm working. Your mom came in a red dress. Hold up. Gang is getting, we got to do something, gang. We got to do something. I understand that's a part of the culture where he's starting over again and he going back 4 bars because that's how they remember this stuff in pieces. I get all that. But it's getting to be redundant. We need some new rules, gang. I don't know what to say, but you're dying. This shit's dying. All them people came and packed that venue out and we're told it's over. It's done. It's cooked. We're getting to a point where the actual battle itself is so negative. It is so, it's beneath pretty much battle rap. Let's keep it a buck. I'm going to keep this a buck. In when you layer all rap has subcultures of this, subgenres, this, that, and the third. And though we love battle rap, let's just be honest. On the totem pole of hip hop, battle rap is at the bottom of it. It's really at the bottom of it. If you tell somebody, yo, I'm going to a show, a Kid and Play show. Okay, that's cool. I'm going to a Drake show. Okay. I'm going to a Kendrick show. Okay. I'm going to a battle rap. Battle rap? The fuck? I'm going to see K Flock, whatever. That's even better than saying you're going to a battle rap event. Let's just be honest. Let's call it a buck. Like, if you're going to a battle rap event, okay, I got my Timbs on. You know what I'm saying? I might got a pocket knife. Like, it's a different environment. Right? It is something that can really, really turn ugly. And they do. These motherfuckers took the battle rap outside. They had to go some venue somewhere. They searching all night to find another venue. And they said that venue was straight hood. They was like, this is not a controlled area whatsoever. Cassidy came with 40, 50 guys. Right? So they're like, yo, this is not conducive, and this guy wouldn't do it. Eazy the Block Captain was like, nah, I'm not. I don't have but so many people. I got like 5, 10 people. This guy got 50. I'm not going there. And that's the sad part about it, where he knows that he could be literally in danger if he do. Literally in danger. Your boy Hitman Holla got a gun in the book bag, pulled the gun out because his life was in danger the last. He felt his life was in danger the last time, thinking when he battled Cassidy. So what I'm saying is, these guys they roll with impunity. There are no like rules and regulations, right? According to Eazy the Block Captain, he said, we can battle here, but just us and our security guy. Cassidy was like, nah, this is according to Eazy. He said, nah, my guys got to come in, all of them. He wanted 40 to 50 guys with them. Do you understand what I'm telling you? So if that's your stipulations, then the other guy has every right to not walk into that octagon and risk getting his head torn off by these 40 wolves that don't like what he's saying about you. Gang, battle rap is in, like EPMD say, rappers are in danger, gang. Battle rap is in danger. Battle rap, these venues are going to start being very selective. I can't imagine many venues want this, because it's uncontrolled, unregulated, and it's to the point the battlers themselves don't know how to keep this thing smooth. They don't know how to, like, listen, let's not antagonize this other than turn around and say, yo, chill out. Right? You watch the video, Cassidy himself trying to get to the guy. We've lost a level, if it ever was there. There's a level of respect and professionalism that battle rap seemingly doesn't have anymore because it's too much on the line to look like a bitch when the battle's over. So these guys, the last thing they want to do, it's no way they can't be cordial and be okay. This is what it is. No, it got to be disrespectful from beginning to end. And when you're playing in that kind of realm, you're going to get that kind of energy. Battle rap energy has to turn professional. Until they turn that into a professional mano y mano. And yes, I've watched a lot of interviews before and after the battles, and sometimes they can be respectful. Sometimes they can say, yo, he gave me his best, da da da. Like in football, you can't talk crazy after the game. You be like, yo, they're a good squad. They did their best. We knew we had a tough fight. We were in for it. I get it. That's more so you're trying to be politically correct, but maybe they need to. Maybe battle rap needs to turn a little more, yo, he gave me his best out of after it's over, shake hands. Like sometimes they don't even shake hands. This shit just gets worse and worse. It gets, you're getting so dirty, you're getting so mucky that you can't treat the guy like a human being. Like you call him a pedophile and everything else, right? So it's like we're getting so dark and deep into it that it's not even about how lyrically skillful I was. It's about how much dirt that I drag on him. Right, I just saw the battle with Hitman. I believe it was Hitman Holla. Right, who was he battling? Murder Mook. And the whole second round, I believe it was the second round or the third round, whatever. He started accusing this guy of beating his wife, doing all this crazy shit. I was like, yo, the shit he was saying about this guy was so fucking heinous. I'm like, how could you stand up on the stage with a guy like this that if he's this grimy, this low down and dirty to his family and everybody else, to even battle him is putting you in the same league as him because you sitting there battling him with him. Murder Mook ignored it, went to the next round, went to his verse, and was like bang bang, like it was like nothing. I was like, oh shit, so the shit means nothing. You did all that, you said all this shit, and it means nothing in the scheme of things. So it's like, why did we sit through that? Why did we sit through that? He didn't win. Nobody gave him the win. They were like, bro, none of that shit was true. You don't even have no paperwork to back it up, so we don't believe it. So he did all that talking and dissing and bringing up all these charges that he got. And you got locked up with a wife beat, all this shit that went no fucking where. So it's like, what did we just watch? We just wasted bad time. That was a lyrical lesson in nothing. So it's like, why are we doing this? Why are we going here? If anybody could just say anything up there and it don't mean nothing, it ain't true, whether it's true or not, doesn't matter because it didn't affect the outcome of the battle. So it's like we're rolling in dirt and pig shit and mud and all this other stuff for no real payoff. So what I'm saying is this: at the end of the day, battle rap, y'all gonna have to listen. I know nobody's gonna listen to me. What the fuck do I know? You guys are gonna have to tighten this thing up because at the end of the day, it's bad. It's bad. Let me read this real quick so I can get the little shit I may have missed, but it's a little article I want to talk about this. Cassidy and Eazy, the block captains, Illadelphia battle ends in chaos. The long-awaited battle collapsed in chaos as Cassidy and Eazy couldn't finish round 2. What was supposed to be one of the biggest battle events of the year ended in complete disaster. As Cassidy and Eazy, the block captains' highly anticipated showdown collapsed, nearly came to blows. Fans who packed the venue expected a historic matchup between the two giants who had spent weeks trading insults, hype, and viral moments across social media. Instead, they watched the entire night unravel before their eyes. From the moment Cassidy and Eazy hit the stage, the tension was heavy. In video footage from the event, the two MCs stood chest to chest, barking at each other. Between bars and the energy quickly shifted from competitive to confrontational by round 2. Neither rapper could keep their composure long enough to deliver their material. The atmosphere deteriorated until the event had to be shut down and the battle was abandoned with no winners. Footage from multiple angles has circulated online showing dozens of people crowding the stage as tempers flared. From some videos, it appeared hundreds of fans were tightly packed together with no clear separation between performers, entourages, and staff. This is ridiculous. That is not an event conducive to something that I would want to see or somebody, a regular fan. I'm sure a lot of fans went to that thing, but I'm sure they were disappointed by how it was run, right? And Cortez literally said, Takeover Battle League is one of the best battle leaguers in regards to scheduling, keeping the performances on time. He said most battlers like to perform in TBL because they know the event's going to be run professionally, on time. They really take a lot of effort to make sure the event runs smooth. So we got to say it wasn't them. But at the same time, you got an hour-long shutdown of microphones. Then Cassidy and this guy come out, and they pretty much can't even get past round 2. It's on them 100%. 100%. Cassidy and Eazy both destroyed this event. Then they come out with these contrasting stories about this guy, that guy. At the end of the day, man, nobody cares. Let's be honest. When you paid to see this, or you waited months to see this, you click like on all them social media bullshit posts, and you retweeted them and you reposted them, and you weighed in with your input, this, that, and the third. To see the shit get shut down, it's demoralizing, and it's just like, why? I don't care. After a while, you're gonna be like me when I watch Joe Button fumble through his fucking raps battling fucking Hitman Hollow, whatever the fuck his name is. End of the day, man, battle rap gotta rethink itself. You guys are getting to a point where it is tough to support it. It's tough to support it because you got somebody to the shit. Yo, go watch this battle, and it turns into a shit show of niggas looking like niggas, man. I'm just gonna be honest, man. It gotta be better. You gotta do better. And when these rappers start wanting to own their own leagues and they still follow the same protocol and it still falls and collapses just like this, it's just sad to watch, man. It's not disrespect to TBL, no disrespect to Eazy or nobody else, but you gotta understand a level of professionalism at all costs, at all times. You guys gotta realize this is a business that makes millions. Let's just be honest. But it's going to fold when you lose trust. When you lose trust of the consumer, and the consumer they don't know what to expect when your product hits the table. WWE had to learn, a lot of other places had to learn. We got to make these events start to finish. They got to be professional, and the people got to feel safe when they in them. They got to feel safe when they come here and when they leave. The event got to run on time. If the venue closed at 9, we need to start it earlier than we expect to start it. The shit closed at 9, and we need to start the shit at 2 o'clock, 3 o'clock, and make sure we're done by 8 fucking o'clock. Like, you guys are pushing shit to the last minute, and the venue went over. Let's be honest. The venue went, I believe they went half an hour past 9 or whatever they did, just because they had to. And they still didn't finish. Cortez didn't get the battle and a lot of nonsense. So right now, the battlers got to understand, this is your livelihood. We're not out here to just act big and tough and come to blows, this, that, and the third. End of the day, when this sport dies, it's gone. Ain't no coming back. And I believe right now, the battle rappers themselves, the league owners, the venues don't really care. So I can't say the venues because they're going to take any venue. The battle rappers need to come with all their equipment. They need to stop letting these venues run it. Like, listen, we need the venue, but we need the venue. We got 10 mics. You guys are making too much money to not be able to hook up mics. I'm just going to be honest. I don't know the ins and outs. Maybe they had 5 mics. None of the 5 mics work. But at the end of the day, you got too much on the line for still to be these issues with the mic. Fix his mic, yo. Sound man, fix his mic. It's getting ridiculous. And the rappers got to know not to fucking tap the mic and do dumb shit to the mic. So it's just a level of professionalism that seems to be missing across the board. These rappers don't care about nothing but not being a sucker in the battle and coming out unscathed and dissing somebody to their last fucking molecule. And that's all they care about, and getting paid at the end of it. Then going online bragging about it. These rappers got to understand, we need more from you. You got to be better. The whole sport got to be better. I'm out here, man. CLBMG. Head on over to black-yeti.com. Let them know who sent you. They ship all over the continental U.S. Also, every Wednesday night, meet TJ and Fliz. Go live on The What Show. We probably will talk about this. And last but not least, we just dropped a project called The What Project. It's on all streaming services. We got a video called This, That, right down below in my video list. You can see it. Tap in, look at it, watch it, leave a comment, share it. All right, let me know what you think. I'm going to catch y'all on that flip side. Peace.
Look, mission impossible to drop a few lines without dropping old times when Southern Hill was still a gold mine. When pistol grips was my shit and I sold mine. When Alias was not a show and they told mine. Elevate your mind with high quality THC infused products. BlackYeti.com. black-yeti.com.
CLB.
Get my coat, get my sheepskin, grab my wallet, get my pocket knife, and get that hat right there. We out. Grab my pocket knife too. Let's go. When I first came to the city, niggas didn't believe me. I just wanted to join a team and throw assist pass easily. 6 man off the bench, alley-oop pass freely. Suit up for one game and hope a scout might see me. But nah, niggas is greedy, wasn't rocking with him. Unplugged the scoreboard, put a lock on the gym. Told me to power forward, point guard at the rim, and left me with no center and a ball full of phlegm. Not knowing that I'm a dog, a Rottweiler within, with the heart of a pit bull that don't bark for pretend. My bites cut deep, break the bone and the skin, with the level of hustlenomics you do not comprehend. So first I took a block down on the west side end, and then secured a spot with some goons and some kin, and then sent out some flyers, let the games begin. And in 6 months time, the city like that's him. Oh yeah, he the one that moved the hustle to the burbs. And yeah, he the one that knocked the hustlers off the curb. And yeah, he the one that set up shop without a word. And he the one that got it cracking, and all he did was rapping by the Hooters. I kept killers from being shooters. Put a mic in a thug's hand, now he loyal like Pats fans. Take a man off the streets past the needles and crack cans. Promise mama to keep him safe, then put some food in his face, and he'll kill for you. But I don't need him for that. Click like, click share, tell them bitches we back. Share the whole location, tell them niggas where we at. Cause we out here and we ain't the cheese, we the trap.